Do you think that when we think about other young people in our inner cities and the roads that many of them often choose, do you think many of them have been sort of put in a place where their futures were already robbed at an early age? And by that, let me just give you an example here.
Mhm.
One of the projects that I work on deals with education. And in Baltimore, by the way, and a lot of kids graduating high school, doing math, third grade level, barely can read. And I said to someone, I said, I can't fault these now young people who were
Yeah.
robbed of a future when they were younger people.
Yeah.
What other direction would they go? What
Right.
else would they do? I mean, because it becomes a certain point in time where it becomes really difficult to reverse the clock. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is when you see people in the community that you're clearly trying to save, at what point is there a point where you just say, I got to try to grab them early before it's too late? Like walk me through that, because you talked about what that experience did to you. You become hardened to death because you see it at such a young age. You become numb to it. It's like, okay, death, no big deal. That's something
Yeah.
that no young person or child should ever have to succumb or get used to. But that's the reality for so many people in cities all across the country.
Absolutely. It's the norm, especially with the kids these days. I have a relationship with quite a few the inner city kids where I keep in contact with. I try to do my best to mentor them and guide them and offer different
Yeah.
programs or outlets. Is one of my go tos because I know growing up that's what did wonders for me. Just staying busy, having an
Yeah.
outlet to go release those endorphins and just to because stress kills, right?
Yeah.
Stress kills. We want to focus on that. We want to keep those stress levels down, and we want to get these kids active, and we want to get their minds off what's going on around them, and for them to focus on something, whether it's basketball, boxing, firearms,
Mm-hmm.
um, and competition shooting and stuff like that, um, and just to keep their focus on something other than the neighborhood or what's
Yeah.
going on because their friends are dying, their friends are shooting people, their friends are getting shot. They may have been shot. Quite a few of these kids I deal with, we're talking about 13, 14, 15 years old, have already had been a victim of gun violence. So
Mm-hmm.
that just says a lot. I mean, it's the environment that they're put in, that's the environment they're put in, and they're they have nowhere to go.